Speaking of freebies, let's talk about transfers that should happen and 10 of them. Who are 10 players? Look, I've put some clubs in.
Very boring, to be fair. Like, it's all Premier League at the moment. There's no real,
welcome to the transfer market.
Like, the only one is, like, Osimhen. That's, like, a
I
decent...
haven't put him in.
Yeah.
I've tried to be a little bit
I only
different.
put him in because, like, it's something different. Every one I've got is Premier League.
And I've got one I'm yet to decide a club he should join, so I'll leave him for last. But, I'm going to start off this time. I'll change it. I'm going to go really bold one here. Gyökeres to Arsenal.
That's fucked.
I think
That's crazy. I've got that one as well.
It's going to be a groundbreaking. It's going to change it now. But honestly, this is... So you talk about moving forward and progressing as being number one. This makes them probably for me. And unfortunately, due to the circumstances, probably them as favourites because of Liverpool going to have a crazy off pre-season. They're going to take
Liverpool's
time to adjust.
Who knows?
Yeah,
who knows?
And I'll allow that, and I'm fine with that. But Arsenal right now, there's no excuses this year. Have to win. I've changed my opinion. Last year I was like, maybe one trophy or something, but I'd head to the slide. This year it is. You got to win. Like, there's no excuse. Have to win, and that means Gyökeres comes in. He's basically done already, so that's what I'm saying. It's a bit of a
So you would have, like, before obviously all the news, obviously there was Gyökeres and Sesko. Would you have picked Gyökeres?
100%.
Yeah, I have my doubts.
I'm still mixed on Sesko.
I have my doubts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was I talking to? Maybe it was one of the boys here on one of the final podcasts we did, the Monday crew, or maybe just when I was out talking to someone. But I think Sesko so reliant on Openda performing as a combination, and when he was alone this season, really struggled. And we saw how Leipzig finished up. I don't think he's a product.
Great bit of business from Arsenal, and I think City obviously is still a bit of an unknown with their signings and stuff.
City, yeah.
Obviously, Reinders I think could be massive for them. Obviously, with the news of Jota and stuff, Liverpool's like, what's going to happen?
Yeah,
I think
exactly. Yeah.
Arsenal in the last sort of ever since that instant, they've like Gyökeres is happening.
Yeah.
Now Madueke is advancing. Yeah. They already had Norgard and Kepa. Zubimendi is now done. Like, it feels like they feel now, fucking hell, like
1A.
We have to win this now. If Arsenal don't win this, it genuinely has to be one of the biggest failures. It has to be. They've spent how much money? Their rivals are either still building or complete shit, like United and Spurs. Yeah. Like, they have to win. We're not talking like Carabao Cup, FA Cup.
No,
we're talking
Champions League or Prem.
Champions League. You have to at least get to the final, and Prem you have to win. Like, they have to win.
Look, on paper, I saw it's still giving me it's Arsenal to feel. You're going to change that. Like, I look at this Arsenal team, it's unbelievable. I still look at it and go, like, it's
plus, like, Eze or Rodrigo will probably come in as well. Like, this team will be fucking nuts.
That front, we got Saka, who's arguably a top three. You bring in a Rodrigo on the left, he could be the best in the world. We've never seen him out there.
He could be.
And if you get Gyökeres, again, little bit of like Prem proven. How can you do in the Prem? But he's still going to bag you. He's a goal scorer. He'll get you 15 plus.
He's going to get. It's the same thing with Darwin Núñez. He's going to get chances.
Yeah.
You know, so this has to work. Gyökeres, he's the best one out there.
Yeah.
If he flops, it's not. Oh, we should have bought Sesko. Like, no, Gyökeres is 100% the one.
I think he's the one. Yeah.
But this, he can't flop. He cannot flop.
Arsenal can't flop. This is it. I think it is. This is the moment. It has to go right.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, a Saliba maybe goes around.
Yeah, that's if this season, if they don't win anything, Saliba's gone. Yeah, he will go.
And Rice isn't getting younger.
Yeah,
like Rice has gone from that younger guy to older.
Odegaard.
Yeah.
If you were being so nitpicky, that is the one question I have is Martin Odegaard, because he was
captain of your side.
So shit last year. But I think the injury had a lot to do with that. I think the time off will be good for him. I think he'll be back to 2 years ago. Odegaard.
City Club World Cup, Chelsea Club World Cup. Obviously, Liverpool missed. United nowhere near.
United can't sign players. Spurs are only interested in Kudus, and that's really it.
And it's Tottenham with Frank. I'm not sure that's not going to go well.
Yeah. There is no one. There is no one.
Yeah, we'll expand a bit later with the transfer for the clubs, but the Prem's a weird one this year. I don't know where to sit right now.
It could actually be like one of the most boring ones. To be honest.
If they do what they're supposed to do, they should walk it.
They should walk it, really. Yeah. They should. But anything can happen.
Well, here we go. Plot twist for you. I'm dropping this on your forehead right here. Rodrigo to Liverpool. There you go.
Sorry?
I'm going to put that there. Let that sit.
To Liverpool?
Yeah.
So my guess is you think Diaz is going to leave?
So Diaz goes.
For like 70, 80 million.
And get the big time money.
Fuck,
You get Rodrigo in. again, the wage is a little bit more, but you've cancelled it out with basically the exact same transfer fee. I think you have Rodrigo on the left, Salah on the right. I'm going with Darwin up top this season. I'm backing the boy in.
Preston,
Backing the boy in. Backing him in. And Liverpool are so dangerous. Florian Wirtz.
I agree, but
Milos Kerkez.
the striker is a concern.
But when you have so many attack, like you've got 2 centre halves and inshallah, like it's just attack. It's just attack right now. Milos Kerkez is one of the best attacking fullbacks in the Premier League. Jeremy Frimpong, I'm assuming we're agreeing now it's right back for him.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah,
Basically a right mid, steaming up the right hand channel. Salah, Rodrigo. I don't care who plays up front, or the Florian Wirtz plays a false 9, but that for me, now Liverpool are there.
I know, but
It's a big move, big money. I don't know what money's left at Liverpool, but
the Diaz sale would have to. Yeah,
it would have to. I think it feel like it is, and with Musiala going down injured,
potentially, yeah,
it sort of pushes that forward.
Mate, yeah. If we do sell Diaz, Rodrigo could definitely happen.
This is my hardest. I can't see Arsenal winning, so I don't want Rodrigo going there. He can go to Newcastle. He can go to Liverpool.
Yeah,
I think it'd be perfect for Liverpool.
He'd be nuts. Yeah,
Someone a little bit more accountable as well, by the way, because we know Salah's not really the tracker backer.
yeah.
Rodrigo at least can sort of do it.
I don't think Frimpong's the
that right hand
kind
side
of
weak.
No.
So at least Rodrigo, he's played a low block under Ancelotti, can push back and support. So I don't know. I'm going Rodrigo.
That's nuts.
Crazy
I
move.
was going to say Isak to Liverpool, and even that's fucking mental. But that's just my one stupid one. Like it won't happen. But yeah, that would be just fucking mate. We I mean, we already needed a striker, and it feels weird to talk about transfers at the moment with Liverpool.
Yeah, but
it just feels weird to talk about football regarding Liverpool's season. So, but Isak would be nuts. But for either Isak or Rodrigo to happen,
Diaz has to.
Diaz has to leave.
Would you be happy enough with Diaz going for Rodrigo?
Yeah, like age and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd be sad that Diaz goes, but in terms of age and stuff, like Rodrigo's nuts. So, but yeah, having Darwin at strike, I
told you I went
don't
bold.
know about that.
I've been quiet for 2 months now. I need to come back with something outrageous. All right, I went into my niche bag here. Mbangula from Juve on the way out. I think the sound of it.
Oh yeah,
Napoli.
ooh,
Add some more depth.
they've just signed
Lang as well. So
Yeah.
this shores up the both sides. You can play both sides. I think this then adds the depth they need. You've got De Bruyne, you've got McTominay, you've got Lobotka, you've got Zambo and Gisa, you've got Lukaku, you've got Lang, Neres, Politano, and then Mbangula. They win it
Yeah,
again.
yeah, they win it again. They probably will win it again. With
The way the league's looking, they should.
Bro,
but
it's nuts at the moment. What's going on? Like Arsenal should be clear favourites. You got Napoli probably should be clear with what's happened with Inter and stuff. So fucking hell, it's
this kid can go anywhere. I liked him last year. Juve want him out. Hasn't played at all in the Club World Cup. See links to some Prem clubs, but I think stay in Serie A.
yeah,
Napoli need some. They you saw when they missed Neres,
yeah. It was
hurt them. Mbangula was a great bit of depth there, so I'd get him there
like
as
that.
well.
I like that. I'll go with a bit of a different one as well. I've
Go
got
on then.
Scalvini to Newcastle. I don't know if you've seen
I've seen
those
I've seen him
reports.
linked away, but Newcastle's big.
Newcastle. I think they've been interested in. I don't think I've seen 30 million around.
Good price.
Which is a good price.
Yeah.
That adds just great depth to their centre back department. They've had bad injuries with Botman
It's
and
horrid.
Shah's obviously not getting any younger.
Yeah.
So I don't know how old Shah is. I think he might be in his 30s, maybe.
He'd be pushing there now.
But yeah, I mean, he'd probably start for them, to be honest. He's very, very good young centre back.
Yeah.
So, and plus with Champions League and stuff, they're going to need depth. So they need to get that deal done.
I'll stay on Newcastle train. I got Anthony Elanga to Newcastle. I think this is basically
it was a
here
here
we
we
go
go
to
this
this morning.
morning,
I
yeah.
made this yesterday, so this is a bit shit now.
Still, though, that's prices. I think it's a bit crazy, to be honest.
Top, but this is always what I thought Elanga was going to be. Maybe United, glasses take him off a little bit, but I always thought it'd be that sort of 50 million, pound player. Is 6 years it, or is it 55?
I
It's
don't know.
in that vicinity. It is a lot, but I think at his best and what Newcastle need,
Yeah, he does suit. He's
just
a
fills the hole.
Newcastle
He just
player.
fills
isn't
the
he?
hole.
Yeah.
pace in the counter attack. Again, someone who can track back and defend. We know what he did with Nottingham Forest and the transition play. Jacob Murphy was unbelievable last year. But we're not kidding ourselves. He ain't doing that.
He ain't doing
this
that.
year.
Yeah.
Champions League football. They want to win more cup competitions. Bring this man in. Supports Isaac. Creates one of the most dangerous front threes in the Prem as well. Elanga, Gordon, and Isaac.
Just a right hand side. You got Livramento, who's one of the best right backs in the league.
Progressive as well.
You got Tonali or whoever plays sort of as that right DM,
right central.
and then you got Elanga. So that is a hard working. I'd hate to be a left sided player.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Fucking hell, that'd be a pain in the ass. Yeah. I'm gonna go back to Liverpool because I can. Mark Gay.
You think you're gonna get him?
I think we will get him. I think now that Quance is gone, I think we're really the only club talking to him.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works with the whole you need English players, a certain amount of English players in your team, and you have to let go. I think you have to let go a certain number
to get one.
I've seen people on Liverpool podcasts talk about it and stuff. But yeah, he's an upgrade on Quansah. He's got a year left on his contract. He was going to go to Newcastle for 70 million last summer.
A lot of money.
Now we're going to get him for hopefully 30, 40 million.
That's ridiculous.
It was talks were getting pretty close until the whole incident happened. So, but this is a situation now. We not only needed a striker, now we need a centre half because we sold Quansah. So he seems to be the only centre half we're interested at the moment, and I think eventually, we'll get that done.
And that allows you fluidity to go play 3 back if you need to play 3 back as well.
Yeah.
That's a good deal. Just a big deal though.
Big deal.
I wonder if that relies on Palace Europa League as well, because that's still not solved yet.
Potentially, yeah. But I don't think he's going to sign a new contract.
He's just going to run it out then.
Yeah, I don't think Palace will want to let him go for free.
Good shout. Let me stay in the Premier League, and this is another rogue one. I've seen it a little bit. Watkins to United.
Would you be happy with that?
I'm happy with anyone.
That's true.
I'm seeing Chelsea sign all these players who have FFP problems. City have signed probably the best midfield pairing in the world, and we're just sitting here with.
So we got Watkins or DCL. Here we go.
Yeah, but that's the point. I'm not taking
if Dominic Calvert-Lewin is going to United, bro,
him and Luke Shaw would be best mates in the medical centre.
Horrible. At least Watkins is a good player.
Watkins number 9, Prem number 9, 28 or 29 now.
Yeah, he'll get you at least 15, 20 goals.
Look, he knows the Prem. He knows how to score goals. Zertsky can learn the movements off him a little bit because I think what it's going to end up being, he has to learn to be number 9 now. The 9.5 ain't going to work. So he has to learn to be number 9, learn off one of the best. Hoyland's got to go.
You reckon he's got to go?
Got to go.
I think I saw a Goldbridge post that he's going to stay now.
Yeah, but Goldbridge and him are best mates.
That is true.
They are literally best mates.
Yeah, that is true.
I'd prefer Zertsky. I'd prefer Watkins. And look, Mbeumo's basically, here we go. It's about how much we spend on him. But, that's gone. That's a whole... I've seen this clip the other day of how United do their transfer business, and it's like the Harry Potter thing where the pigeon or the owl flies off. And I'm like, that's how we do our transfer. We fucking take forever.
Mate, it's funny you mentioned Mbeumo. This is going to be the next one I mention. How the fuck is that deal not done yet? How is it not done?
He told Tom to fuck off. That should be the easiest one, just to sign the contract, man.
His coach, who made him the player he is, wanted to sign him. He said, no, I'm only joining United. And that deal is still not done.
Look, I respect the tight arseness. I think we're only going up by 2.5 million increments.
I get it. They shouldn't pay over like they did with Anthony. But how can every club, your Arsenals, your Liverpools, your Cities, get deals done and sign players for probably their market value and probably what you'd expect?
Kittens and Pedro are with the squad.
Yeah. And United can't... How
Brentford.
They must be a shit club in terms of talking to face-to-face with transfers. Because every club they talk to takes fucking years to get a deal done.
Mate, we're at pre-season yesterday. Or by the time this goes out yesterday, we're already started pre-season. He should be there.
He should have been there. Wirtz wasn't even...
Oh, fucking don't even start with Liverpool.
He wasn't even talking to Liverpool before, and this was close to here we go. Now it's the deal will get done, but it's just the fact that United need to sign so many players, and they're taking so long on a player that will essentially join them. It's gonna happen.
I beg, but this is screaming like Varane opening day. Have the shirt
up. God!
Don't give me this bullshit of opening day. Hold the shit, mate. Get him on the tour and get him at pre-season and playing.
Mm-hmm.
Because he needs to learn how to play with Bruno. He needs to learn how to play with Mount and these. But then if you do that, then you can get Watkins. So these two sort of
You just need to focus on other transfers.
We need some forwards, man. We need
all
something.
your time and effort is going into one player.
Who we know wants to sign.
He's going to
sign the deal, man.
Do it.
Oh, it's jarring. But yeah, both those. Well, actually, we need two forwards. One obviously is in Burnley. Needs to have them. But we need another one as well.
Like a Watkins or something. Obviously, Gyökeres, even that's one. If you win the Europa League final, that
changes it completely.
Probably happens, to be honest.
And instead he's going to be scoring on us on day one.
Yeah.
I'm going to be crying.
Oh, that will be a...
I've seen the Arsenal fans come out
that'll be a decent watch.
Of the dark depths already. All right, I'll stay, I guess, with Prem-based stuff. I've gone Eze to Bayern.
Eze to Bayern?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Look, I've seen links early in the transfer window, quieted down. Palace maybe not going to Europa League because of the co-ownership thing. Musiala goes down injured. We know what Elise and Eze had done in the past.
Yeah.
It'd make me very, very happy to see them together again. I think this is a big deal and a good deal.
Yeah.
Look, Diaz is obviously on his way, looks like. But I think you can even strengthen him further and get Eze as well and create much quality up top.
I like that.
Like you play Eze, Elise, Diaz.
Yeah.
In behind Harry Kane.
That's nuts, to be fair.
Prem Streets will never
They
forget.
should be looking at that because they've got Kimmich, they got Neuer, they got Kane, now. They need to try to be winning the Champions League now. So
that's the last step.
Yeah.
They need to do that. And I think Eze adds quality there.
I've got one that I know you have got, Douglas Luiz.
Yes.
I've just put back to the Prem, but I don't know how it works with can Villa. I don't know if
Villa can't. I don't think they can because the FFP is cooked.
Who can you join?
I'd love to say United, but we don't have the money. I don't think.
Yeah. I would say Spurs, but
I said Spurs ages ago, but they just haven't.
Does he fit who they need? Like they need a six, and I don't see Douglas Luiz as just a lone six. I think he works best as a two. But they have Bergvall and Gray, and it's like, could you develop them?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to...
I was thinking AC alongside Luke, like a very, very
that would be cool.
That's very Allegri type.
Because he should be playing for a top club. It's just he hasn't played a whole lot of football the last year.
Or does he join Comeback FC and go to Monaco if they have any more money left?
That could be a decent move.
Because Monaco are cooking something special.
Yeah,
mate.
The PSG.
Watch out.
Watch out. I mean, you still be 25 points ahead.
Yeah,
but
watch out.
He does need to leave though.
Or does he go Atletico?
Atletico. Ooh,
that's the only thing I can think.
That's a good one.
I had United, Atletico, and AC in my head. They were the three I had in my head.
Actually, yeah, not back to the Prem. I like Atletico.
Atletico need a midfielder.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Bit more progressive. I like that one.
He needs to
leave now.
I can't believe it wasn't a Motta signing, but
Even the new manager.
Why would you sign a player like that? For that, it was a decent amount of money as well.
Money.
Like
55, 60, yeah.
50, 60. It wasn't cheap. So yeah, he was unreal at Villa. So he just needs to be playing.
Yeah.
Especially with the World Cup coming up, like he needs to be playing consistent football if he wants to have any chance.
Yeah. Well, Casemiro's playing right now. That says a lot about Brazil's midfield.
Brazil, they're kind of mudded.
They're cooked heavy.
Yeah.
Do you do another one? Because I also have Douglas Luiz as well.
I'll do a simple one. Kudos to Spurs. I think they need some transfer business. Kudus is a nuts player. Obviously he'll play on the right, but they got Johnson there. They got Kulusevski can go out there, but do they want to play Kulusevski as a 10? But then what happens to Madison? So it's like I don't know if it's a position that they need. I think they need more someone to replace Son.
Yeah. Matisse Tell.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, he's there, but does he play striker alongside Solanke? It's an interesting one.
That as well.
I feel like they don't need forwards. They need a six, and they need to
defense, man.
Yeah, I think Romero still might leave to Atletico.
And then Van der Ven's getting injured way too often.
Van der Ven, yeah, they need defenders, man.
So, speaking about defenders, I've got the long lost Miguel Gutierrez to Villarreal.
Oh, yep.
Bainer leaving for Atletico. Flow-on effect.
That's a good one, actually. Yeah.
I know Banner's a left midfielder, but they played 5 back time, so Gutierrez goes in there. He needs a move, man.
Yeah.
Girona are falling apart. He needs a big club. Villarreal can do that. That's a European club, top 4 contender. Again, it's top 2 in the rest in La Liga, so there could be a third-place club if they make the right signings. Gutierrez there, I think, will be the one for me.
I've got a few here. I'll do one for you. I've got Onana, Garnacho, and Rashford. Get out.
Just go.
Leave the football club. Leave it.
Thanks.
Leave.
Thanks,
Go.
great.
Just.
Actually, I love Garnacho to stay.
I feel like it's not even about the money anymore. Just get him out. Get rid of this Deadwood. Yeah, I can't believe that's the thing with this whole Umbremo deal.
You know,
So they can't focus on outgoings because they're trying to sign one player.
right, it probably is like we're working in 1940s here. Fucking typewriter.
Even how like the value they've put on these players, it's ridiculous. It's like Garnacho for like 60 million. It's
he's 40 at best now.
Yeah, you'd be lucky to get half. You'd be lucky to get 30 now. Because who's going to pay like his wages and shit?
Wages.
Same with Rashford.
Yeah. Well, Napoli can't do it anymore. They've got Lang.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be Napoli. So I don't know who's going to get him.
I know Nana's just won. He's shit. He needs to go. United need a new keeper.
Leverkusen, here we go. Come on.
I thought they were going to sign Milinkovic-Savic, the Torino goalkeeper.
It's some like one of the Brazilian club's keepers we're eyeing up now.
Yeah,
and now Chelsea might beat us to him for another keeper. Great.
God, Chelsea's
ninth keeper of the year.
Why? They have 10 keepers already. They signed 6
last
summer.
They've got 10 keepers.
They were going to get Maignan as well.
Yeah.
An actual good keeper. And
then they sacked it off.
They were like, we don't want to pay 15 mil.
Good.
Like, what?
Classic Chelsea, yeah. I'll go with another rogue one here, my penultimate one. Rugani to Bournemouth. Do you remember this guy?
Daniele Rugani.
He still exists.
He was like going to be the next Bonucci and, Chiellini.
30-year-old at, like, I guess now the experience stage. Bournemouth will not have a centre-half after, next week. Rugani not playing for Juve, on the bench permanently, was loaned out to Ajax or PSV last year.
It was one of them, yeah.
Just bring him in, I think. He'll be worth peanuts. I think Bournemouth need a centre-half, and there's no centre-halves cheap right now in football, just in general. Rugani's probably the most likely to leave. Bring him in, I think.
No, that's a good one. I like that.
So it's a rogue one.
And if you want to revive your career, go to
Iraola's
your coach.
Iraola's cooking,
exactly.
so join that.
I've got Grealish to leave City. Again, it's a pretty basic one.
Yeah.
It's just, it hasn't worked. He was probably good for a year when they won the treble. I think he had a decent year.
Yeah, that was a good year for him, yeah.
But besides that, he's not the same player.
No.
A bit of a robot now, the way he plays. Whether it's Saudi or another club, lower club in the Prem, he just needs to get out of that place.
Maybe loan him back to Villa.
That'd be nice. Go to Palace as he leaves,
Yeah, Flo, and I like that. Yeah. Class in the footy, though. I don't know if he'd work. He doesn't scare me back as a sit in the low block type bloke.
Yeah, probably. Probably won't happen. But to be fair, Villa were a bit of that when they got promoted. Grealish was young, and Grealish was a standout. So
he needs to go somewhere though. We need to see Grealish back.
Yeah, it'll probably be Saudi. Let's be honest. So.
Well, we won't see that then. I'm not watching that. I'll give you the whole time.
He'll be at the next Club World Cup.
Yeah, I'm not watching that. My final, and this is the big one. It's gone quiet. Ademola Lookman.
Yeah.
I think move to Atletico Madrid.
Ooh.
Sack off Griezmann.
Oh, this is so disrespectful.
Sack him off. Alvarez, Lookman, and
Sorloth.
Front three with Bainer on the left and a right wing back. Whoever they've got there, just back in the
Marcus Llorente. He can play.
Yeah, right wing back.
There you go.
You put Gallagher and
Douglas Luiz
in midfield, and you got Robin Lenormand. You got
the 2015 86 rated cards.
Yeah, and then Witsel and
you got Azpilicueta, Witsel, and
who's the other centre half?
Is Jimenez still there?
Or one of those boys, and play a 3 back and play the 3 up top.
Yeah,
and that's how they go next season. That's how they win the league.
Is Jimenez still there? The centre half.
Jimenez is
he still there?
I think he might have got sold.
He got sold.
Who am I missing? The other French.
Longley, yeah.
Longley, Lenormand, and then just whack another centre back in there. Play Bainer as left wing back. Play Llorente as right wing back. Gallagher in midfield alongside Douglas Luiz. Play Lookman.
That's
Alvarez.
That's a more sort of 2020.
That's
a 2025, 2016.
Yeah, that's
but they'll play 2016 football.
They'll play 4-4-2.
Lookman will be playing left wing back.
Look. Lookman asked I've seen link, but it's fading away quite quickly because other options. I think stay in a big club, but in a different league.
Yeah.
I think Atletico need an attacker.
Yep.
Needs some sort of pizzazz in the final third. Lookman obviously going to give that to you. He was unbelievable last year. And I think it's gone quiet, but Atlanta becoming a selling club.
That one's weird, eh? Like he announced, I think maybe towards the back end of the season that he was definitely going to leave.
He's done, yeah.
there's been nothing,
Nothing
which
about
is mental.
Yeah, it's gone very quiet. So
Europa. Even last year, his numbers are good. You know, he was
Europa League
probably
final winner.
their best forward last year. So
yeah.
that one's a weird one. Why it's gone so quiet.
I think if Atletico mean business, you have to get an attacker in. I think.
Now that Gasparini's gone as well, you'd think.
Well, I think
players would want to leave.
I think Atalanta are going to be dead this year.
Yeah.
Roma
could be fucked.
We'll speak about that.
We'll speak about that.
That might be interesting. But yeah, I've gone that because I think he has to move somewhere now. You can't announce you're leaving and then just stay.
Yeah,
that's not what the dressing room or the fans probably care or want for.
The fact there's been nothing on him, like not even one link or a rumor.
Maybe we go for him after all this.
Yeah. If Bremo deal collapses and Lookman, here we go, 24 hours later.
Wouldn't be surprised. We're not surprised.
And you pay like 80 mil for it because it's a panic buy.
Yeah. African Cup and Nations, whatever they call it, tax as well. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. That's my 10th, I think. Has he got one more?
I've got one more. It's Osimhen. I've put
where have you got
not to Galatasaray, but just to a top 5 league.
Somewhere.
I want to see this guy play, man. I thought Chelsea would happen.
Chelsea, yeah.
I thought United might happen, considering the whole Gyökeres thing. I thought United would be quick on that, but doesn't seem like it. I think it'll be Galatasaray or Saudi. But
such a shame.
I think he's already agreed personal terms with Galatasaray, which is like, it's going to score you 35 goals and no one will really give a shit. So
that's just
quite a sad sort of 2 years it's been for him.
Yeah.
Won the league and then just went, fuck it, I'll turn into an absolute prick.
And leave, yeah. Imagine if he was at Napoli, mate, and winning title.
Yeah.